campers, back again for some more action, hopefully. Fuck me, it's muggy. I'm supposed to have a look what day it is and I forgot, but I know it's a Wednesday, but I can't remember the date. Whatever date England play, but I should put it in the edits anyway. So got lucky again this week. Yeah, got up here. Yeah, sort of obviously head for the same areas I've been fishing, just because why wouldn't you, I suppose. Yeah, as soon as I got sort of swim next door, I was like, fuck, someone in there. Never mind, but there was other options. It's quite quiet up here, to be fair. But it is weedy, like the weeds rife. A lot of drifting weed, so I think that's probably putting people off. But yeah, just got to deal with it, ain't you? Rod tips down, heavier bobbins, heavy leads. Not much else you can do, really. But yeah, I don't think there's an awful lot of people on there that sort of, you know, geared up for it, if you know what I mean. From what I've seen, you know, not judging anybody obviously, but yeah, from what I've seen, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I always have my rod tips nailed down anyway, out of the way of the birds, out of the way of anything floating. Do you know what I mean? Just makes sense, doesn't it? But yeah, anyway, so yeah, got here. Obviously clocked this with somebody in there, so fuck it. And to be fair, it's one of only probably 2 or 3 swims that ain't got that much weed in front of it. So yeah, unsurprisingly, it's popular. So anyway, with that in mind, I was like, right, the car park on Unity was empty, where I had them, I think it was 3 or 4 fish in a week. Yeah, when I couldn't get in here. Oh, fuck's sake, tufties are on me already. Which means there's probably no bait out there, which is good. Hold on. Try not to blind you lot. Disclaimer. Yeah, you don't like that, do you? You little fucks. There's 1, there's 2. Good night. Shit's hot. A lot of money for what it is. It's fucking torch at the end of the day, but it's 50 quid. But it stops the bastards straight away, especially tufties. Cutes are like, they ain't so worried. Younger ones are, but the older ones are like, yeah, fucking come on in. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, I digress because of the coots and the tufties. Yeah, so I was like, right, let's go and have a look at the car park on Unity, and the weed in front of there is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, so to get in the spot, you just got loads of eelgrass right to the top, you know, just like carpets of it. I was like, oh, fuck that. But I did clock that the dance floor was free. Yeah, weird really. However, I got to the van, I got back in the van. I thought, well, I'm gonna have a look at the dance floor, and something stopped me thinking, hang on a minute, let's go and have a look where Steve was last week. I mean, yeah, it was rife for weed, but he found areas and obviously caught. Wind's doing the same, south-southwest, you know, a bit stale now, I suppose, really. But I thought I'm gonna have a look. So there's one other person on, plus the other guy that was in here. So it would have been 3 of us. Anyway, trotted past matey in Willows, didn't speak to him. And stood in stumps, which is near enough opposite me at an angle, as you might remember in the last vlog. And I thought, hey, there's no fucker in there. No way he's packed up. What's the chances of that? So I fucking, yeah, I made sure I walked down a bit further. I was like, yeah, there's definitely no one in there. Fucking mint. So as fast as I could, not making it too obvious, you know what I mean? Yeah, jumped in the van, back round there, and sure enough he was packing up. And I was like, oh, all right mate, any good? He said, yeah, I had a couple, nothing big, and I lost one. And I was like, fucking fair play, mate. And I was like, well, I'm going to jump in your grave. Or, you know, I've not been used to fucking tufties coming back little already. I'm not used to doing that, as I've said before. Yeah, sort of instant. Fucking instant, right, hold on. Yeah, go on. They take off, but they don't. Yeah, that's it, proper gone now. Yeah, so obviously chatted to him, I was like, fucking mint, chucked everything on me bar and straight in there. Like I said, obviously I've done alright in this swim. I've done more than alright, to be fair. And I know it's a swim that's got good areas, and there's not a lot of weed hanging about in front of her, you know, so I was like, fucking happy days. Oh, well, here comes the posse of malads, pains in the ass. So yeah, that's where we're at. Rods are out, usual spots, one towards the island, 2 out on the main spot. Yeah, a little bit more corn in the mix this time. Don't know, I think it's, yeah, I do top the baits off quite a bit with a little bit of corn, a little bit of fake corn. And I think it's just, you know, a good little sight stop thing. So I thought, well, I need to have some in the mix, and I forgot to bring some of that, did I? No, I had a little bit of mix left from previous session, and I forgot to bring some last week, so I was like, right, don't fuck up this time. Make sure you get a bag of frozen corn, you know what I mean? As long as it's thawed out, it won't float. So yeah, worth remembering that, and it's a lot cheaper than tins. Exactly the same fucking thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, they're out. A bit of pellet, crushed boilie, hemp, sweet corn, obviously, and a little bit of hydroslate I've added this week. That's the only difference, just to get rid of it really. I've got loads of it, but I think now it's all good to put it in really. They've had a good spawn, it's really salty, your fish hydroslates. Yes, I have tasted it, mad as it sounds, but yeah, so it's definitely salty, so I'd rather put that in than spend a load of money on Himalayan rock salt, because it's fucking expensive. Those that know. So that's it, we're done really. Rods are out, we've got plenty of grub, got the old cob this week. Yeah, still barbecue-y sort of food, but just going to do it on the cob. Yeah, got the old canopy up because it was raining when I got here. Real fine mist, it was quite nice really. Yeah, quite refreshing, and that is it. So yeah, got the old tracker fan going. Is what it is, gimmicky, yeah, but it does help when it's fucking like this. It's tropical, isn't it, at the minute? Those of you who've been out on the bank, you'll know exactly what I'm on about. So yeah, anyway, I've had a few interactions with AD, can't remember your second name now. I don't know if it's your second name or just your YouTube thing, but yeah, cheers for the comment, mate, appreciate it. A few other guys as well. Let's see if we can repeat what we've done over the last sort of few weeks really. I won't be here next week because it's shut for weed cutting, and I could do with a week off, to be fair. It's like go and do some work and straight back on it, you know, it's fucking cycle, isn't it? But yeah, so a week off next week won't do me any harm. Yeah, Father's Day this weekend, isn't it? So we're going to see the old stepdad. Yeah, and then what else is coming up? Yeah, the weed cutting starts on the 22nd. So they do a week on air, a week on Unity, and then a week on Yeoman. So basically it'll be busy because everybody will be jumping from Unity onto air, I expect. So yeah, it may even be a couple of weeks, hopefully not, but definitely next week I'll be off. And then I've got no weekends then, I've got fully booked for gigs, DJing. Yeah, right through till, I think it's middle August, I think. So yeah, which is nice, pays for the fishing, doesn't it? Anyway, that's enough rambling, that's 8 minutes worth already. I don't learn, do I? But apparently you guys like it, which is happy days. Anyway, until later. Evening. Wow, it's just coming up 6:30, I think it is. Yeah, pretty quiet so far, but I have seen a few bits. I have seen the odd fish show. Yeah, could do with a new wind really, I reckon. There's a lot of fucking stale blossom and yeah, rafts of weed floating about. Yeah, that weed cutting can't come soon enough, I reckon, next week. You coincide that with a new wind, I reckon that'd be pretty good, to be fair. Yeah, a few minutes ago, just see a fish showing me left hand rod. Not over it, but it's always just off, you know. just off the side, probably cleared me out and fucked off, you know what I mean? But yeah, I have seen fish in the vicinity, both spots. Yeah, not the activities like the last session, as you'll remember. I mean, I don't think I actually videoed it, but I was getting fucking mental liners over all the rods, really. But I've not done so far yet. Had a few blips and blobs, but nothing like it was, which I don't mind. The way I look at it, if they're not here, you're not spooking them. You know what I mean? By putting your rods out and baiting up. I don't know, all that side of angling, I don't know. It's if we're honest, if we're brutally honest, it's all a bit of a bait and wait, isn't it? Unless you're stalking them. Even then you're fucking baiting and waiting. You know what I mean? Yeah, all this getting on fish, and you know, we all like to have a little lap, don't we? We all like to get in areas that look good on a new wind, or yeah, whatever really, you know. Fuck me, that was a good liner. Yeah, on cue. Yeah, got sensitivity. Well, to be fair, it is on max, but the bobbin bounced then as well. I have got heavy bobbins on. I'll have to show my setup tomorrow. I'm a little bit old school with the bobbin side of things. Line clips and all that on your rod, don't really see the point, because when they pick up, they fuck off, don't they? Let's be honest. Yeah, so I used the old school solar. What do you call them? Arms, solid arms, you know, just stainless arms. Old school solar bobbins that I've wrapped in carbon, just because I had carbon wrap and I thought, why not? Goes with me pod and all that, you know what I mean? Yeah, and then I've got one drag weight added. I don't know, just to my mind, it takes effort to fucking move that bobbin, you know, so it makes liners more significant, I think. At the end of the day, when they pick your bait up and they're hooked, they're fucking hooked. They're either hooked or they're not hooked. Simple as that, isn't it? Really. It's all this, like, you know, like with the stow bobbins and what have you. Yeah, fuck that. I just think, yeah, how do I explain it? At the end of the day, when that fucking fish picks up your bait and it's hooked, it don't matter what bobbin you got on, it don't matter whether you got a line clip on the rod or whatever, it melts, doesn't it? All the same, you know? Yeah, so I think all that sort of stuff's bollocks, really, if I'm honest. Each to their own, obviously. But yeah, I think I've got it fine-tuned down to, you know, they've got to move that bobbin, you know. Obviously I'm on braid, so they got to do less work to move it, granted. However, I know if that bobbin pulls up and stays there, they move the fucking lead, you know what I mean? So it's one of them, really. You know, I can just look at the braid between the eyes and the rod. If that drops slack and I've had a liner, then I know for definite that, you know, the lead's been moved. Yeah, I'm using 4-ounce lead, so yeah. Gone off a bit of a tangent there, haven't I? But yeah, nowhere near as active as it was, say, the previous session, but obviously there's been someone else in there that's had a bit more bait out there. You never got any idea what's out there already. You can just add to it and hope you're not fishing over it, I suppose. Yeah, so I like to think I fish this a little bit different than most, but this particular area, should we say. Done the same thing with the wraps. The spods clipped up at 17, and the fishing rods are clipped up at 17.5, because good depth of water. I reckon it's, I don't know, I need to marker it. I always bring my marker and I never fucking use it. It just stays in the van, but I need to marker it really. I'll be surprised if it ain't 9-10 foot. It's fucking hell of a crack now, so it's, you know, it's a banging spot. If you drift a little bit right or left, it's weed, so it's definitely like a hole in the weed if you like a clearing. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Get the old marker out and just satisfy my curiosity, maybe. Yeah, so like I said, the half a rod length I think is pretty good for the old pendulum effect. I mean, back in the day when I used to fish Ashton Kane's large lake, country park, whatever you want to call it, I've done 12 years on there, and back in the day we were allowed to, not allowed to use boats, but we could hire a boat. So me and Steve used to go out in a kayak and obviously one of us would be out there, you know, treading water, just get the idea of the spots, and it was amazing. You lit the clip and the fucking lead would just disappear, you know. It's like, fucking hell, where's it gone? And then you'd find it like, yeah, quite far away from where it hit the clip. Yeah, it's quite an eye-opener, to be honest, when you're allowed to use a boat, or you've got the access to a boat to watch that sort of thing. Yeah, definitely, it's definitely an eye-opener, which is kind of why I deployed it here, really. To be honest, at first I kind of forgot about it, and I was like, even though I'm on braid and I got the old called a hybrid, whatever, clear, what do you call them, leaders, hybrid leaders, yeah, there's a little bit of stretch in them, and I'm still convinced that when you hit the clip you get that little bit of a bounce, you know. No matter how well you hit the clip, you'll get that little bit of a bounce, but obviously when it hits the fucking water, it's got to come back. Probably more so on braid than mono, maybe, I don't know, don't really know. But yeah, my theory is the pendulum effect definitely made a difference last session. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, anyway, chatting shit as usual. Got some posh bear tonight, the old Italian fucking Peroni. Yeah, I've knocked the old cider on the head for a bit. Getting a bit too puddingy, should we say. And apparently beer's better than cider, so fuck it, we'll go back on the beer then. Got to look after yourself in a little bit, I suppose. 50 next year, so yeah. Tonight's menu, not really sure. I've got a bit of pork shoulder, got some mackerel, got some chicken. What else have I got? Some ribs. Oh, yeah, I might have some ribs actually. I might do mackerel with potato starter, followed by fucking ribs. That sounds good actually. So yeah, I'm gonna do that on the old cob. And yeah, nothing else to say really. But that's nearly 10 minutes worth of rambling bollocks, so I'm gonna stop it. I mean, you know, I have had a few of these, and it is proper lager, and it is watered down shite. But yeah, hopefully you'll see me later on over a fish, or might be seeing me eating a fish, bit of mackerel, you know what I mean? I'll catch you in a bit. Okie dokie. First bite of the session. Oh, fucking mate, look at you. 29 and a half. Oh, let's get you back there. Oh, mate, look at you. Oh. Oh. Come on, mate. Yeah, none of that business. Come on. Mate, you're a pearler. Absolute pearler. Come on. Come on. Oh, we know. Come on, mate. Seriously. How about that for starters? He's a little bit skinny, he's a little bit spawned out. 29 and a half. I underestimated how long you were, mate. Menzel. Oh. Camera angle looks a bit shit, but alright, mate, alright. Carp and raw, as I keep saying. What an absolute... Come on, mate. You're done. You're on the bank, mate. Game over. Absolute peach of a fish. You're long as hell. Yeah, you were definitely in the 30-pound club not so long ago, weren't you? Hey? Come on. Ugh. Come on. Happy days. Your old tail bending up. Wicked. Wow. What about that for a start, eh? Fucking hell. Yeah, I just literally put my my potatoes and my ribs on the old cob. Yeah, I had a couple of liners. To be fair, fucking hit the rod and back down. I was like, Jesus Christ. Probably less than 10 minutes later, fucking screamed off. Happy days. Yeah, 29 and a half. Long, skinny fighter machine, basically. I guess that's the only trouble this time of year, isn't it? They're all fucking, yeah, proper empty. But I'm not complaining. Fucking hell. It's nearly 9 o'clock and I've got a sweat on. It's not good, is it? Although I just had a plate of ribs, barbecue ribs on the cob. Suit you, sir. Oh, wow. Yeah, so I just devoured them. And now I've got some, what have I got? Chili and lime smoked mackerel with new potatoes which have been roasted. It's still the same, no different from a microwave, not really. A little bit of salad, much to my disgrace, because I forgot my salad dressing, so that's not good. But yeah, so basically that's Clarky 1, fish nil. Happy days. No pun intended. Not. Oh, alright, sweat on now. Oh dear. So yeah, happy days. That is the start we want, isn't it, eh? No blank for me. Yeah, the activity's been not a lot, really, if I'm honest. Not from what I'm used to in this swim. But it just goes to show, I mean, I haven't really seen a lot. I did see the fish roll right over that rod, probably, Jesus, good hour and a half ago, probably longer than that. I think I said it in my last blog. And that's the rod is gone, so yeah, on the old fish meal again, took the yellow, general, usual spod mix. Yeah, as I said earlier, yeah, there's no pattern to this place, there's no rhyme or reason. It just happens or it doesn't, basically. That's what I'm beginning to decipher. And those of you that are new to my channel or whatever, or don't know, I'm used to, like, yeah, the stock of fish, like quarter of what's in here, to be fair. Yeah, so the last place I fished would have been Whistler Mill at Reading, and you got probably, I don't know, between 125, 150 fish in 27 acres. So yeah, way different from this, where you probably got about, they reckon about 400 in here for nearly the same acreage. I'd be surprised if it's that many, but apparently it is. But yeah, a lot of people are in agreement. There's not that many in there. There's a lot, but not that many, you know. So yeah, you know, to get bites like I am in the activity that I'm getting, it's like, fucking hell, this is lush. You know, it makes a change, shall we say. But anyway, I'm gonna cool the fuck down. I'm gonna finish the last of my lager. That'll be the 4th can. Got to be done though, innit? At least I'm not in the pub having a fight with some fucking what's the team that's playing? I forgot now. Anyway, whichever team's playing. Yeah, I'm not out causing fucking trouble, do you know what I mean? Yeah, fuck that. Anyway, result. Let's see if we can have another one before dark. If not, well, we'll see you in the morning. Pucker. Let me get them. Fish number 2. £20, 10 ounces. 1 o'clock in the morning. Absolutely melted off. Alright, mate, same one as earlier. Weird, isn't it? It's one spot produces 1 week and not the next, and so on. Yeah, nice fish there. Properly spawned out. Didn't you, mate? Oh, happy days. Let's get him back. Get back in my pit. Morning, people. Wow, as you've seen by that last little bit of vlog footage, managed another one in the night. Very antisocial o'clock. I think it was what? Must be about 1:30. Yeah. Yeah, proper spawned out fish. You know, I've heard from down the country that in some places they started spawning again, but I'd be surprised if they did here. Yeah, there's quite a few of them now, proper flat bellies, you know, you look at them, you think, fucking hell, that was a big fish. And they're just long, and there's nothing in them, do you know what I mean? So yeah, but anyway, yeah, just literally just redone the rod. It's just coming up at 7:45 in the morning. Yeah, I didn't put that rod back out, mainly because it smashed the rig to pieces. I was tired and I was like, fuck it. Lazy angling, I know, but I've still got 2 rods out there, do you know what I mean? So I was like, yep, I need my bed, and then it took me forever to get back to sleep, so I've had a bit of a lay-in this morning. Yeah, conditions are still the same, overcast, looks moody as hell. I don't mind that. I prefer that than it blazing hot in the morning. Yeah, so just redone that rod, fresh bait, fresh hook, and a couple of spawns over the top of it. Yeah, it's mad. I mean, that spot. I mean, you can never know if anybody's fishing exactly the same spots as you are, but it's definitely cleaned up the last couple of weeks. Yeah, it was quite choddy before, not choddy, but soft, and now it's like fucking bang. You know when you hit the spot, it's fucking, yeah, proper hard spot now. Which is good, but it's weird how, like I said, some weeks it's just that spot it produces, and then other weeks it's just the main spot that produces. It's weird. I've not even had a bleep on the other 2 rods. Actually, that's a lie. I think I had a cut of liners yesterday. Excuse me, keeps wiping my nose. Yeah, hay fever's battering me this week. I had no problem at all. And then the other morning I woke up, throat was like razor blades, runny nose, and I was like, is that cold? But I feel fine. So yeah, it's good old hay fever symptoms, isn't it? But yeah, there we go. That's what we're doing. It's very quiet on the lake, which is good, probably because of the old football last night. I believe we won. Fucking shock horror. Yeah. What else to say? Not a lot really. Had a good barbie. What did I have in the end? Can't remember if I said or not. Probably. Ugh, excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, the old spare ribs, and then sort of boiled roast potatoes, and yeah, some mackerel, which was really nice, to be fair. Yeah. Anyway, kettle's on. First brew of the day. Let's see if we can winkle another one out. It's around 8 o'clock. That spot that's produced so far does a bite 8 o'clock in the morning, so we'll see. Yeah, hopefully catch a shortly over the top of a carp. 3. A lively 17.5 stocky. Yeah, I'll take that all day long. He's been a bit lively, ain't he, mate? Typical lunatic male stocky. One on the other side. Pretty fish, eh? There's certainly some bangers in there for the future. Look at him. Lovely. Happy days. Big old rudder on it and all. Let's get you back before you beat the shit out of me. Yeah, you are a nice fish, mate. £20 bigger would be nice, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Pucker. Wow, a nice little bit of action. Sorry, camera's not the best position. Yeah, a little bit low. Yeah, a nice little pretty stocky. Yeah, weird bite that was. I'd had a few liners and it tore off, and the line was sort of like, yeah, nowhere near where the fish was. So fuck knows what happened there. Probably, yeah, caught up on a load of that floating eelgrass. I think I touched on it before. It's mental at the minute. But yeah, I don't know if you know or not, but it doesn't have a particularly long lifespan, the old eelgrass, and it's starting to die off now. And obviously, feeding fish, etc., rip it up, no problem at all. Yeah, I'm actually just spotted a couple of fish on the top as well. At the minute, there's a fine layer of that white fluff shit, and yeah, there appears to be the odd mouthing going on out there. Yeah, at range, not directly in front of me, but that's typical. My floater kit is at home. Yeah, I will endeavour, once probably the weeds cutting out of the way, I've got a little plan in my head to sort of plot up somewhere and then just do a little bit of floater fishing, maybe wander around, because there's a few sort of little pokey holes on the whole complex where you can get away with doing that. So yeah, it'd be quite nice to have one off the top. I haven't caught fish off the top for fucking years, but I do have a 36.5 fully scaled mirror PB off the top, so take some beating, you know what I mean. So where are you, mallard? You lost? Not surprised you keep fucking off from the pack. Yeah, little baby mallard having a go. So yeah, obviously that rod's back out on the spot, made up in fresh mix, so that's gone out. Yeah, a funny occurrence actually on my left rod that's fishing out, two together. Yeah, again, I think it was just birds gone over and picked up loose weed off the top, and yeah, it's given me sort of a weird occurrence on the bobbins, but yeah, nothing. Reeled it in, back out on the spot. Yeah, it's bizarre how that baited spot either does fish or nothing. It's weird. It's weird, but they always seem to be in this channel between the island, you know. So yeah, can't complain. At least one of them was producing. But yeah, there's a shitload of blossom floating about now. But I've got to say, this Fox natural braid don't seem to have much problem with the blossom on that, you know. Doesn't seem to pick up all that floating shit, which is surprising, really. Oh, what's going on with these ducks? Yeah, so that's good. I mean, it's got a round profile, so obviously that maybe maybe helps eliminate build up of shit, I don't know, but it definitely seems to be working at the minute. Anyway, like I said, it's just gone 12, so I'm gonna have a bite to eat. More of a snack, if I'm honest. I got some zesty lime and chili Doritos to dunk in hot salsa. That'll do. A few strawberries. Yeah, let's see if we can pick up another one today. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Catch you in a bit. That's to be expected. Look at that. Wall to wall. Along with the fucking helicopter. It's been quiet as a mouse up here all day. As soon as I start recording. I'm sure you can hear me, but the old coals warming on the cob. Warming on the stove for the cob. Yeah, gas is very low at the minute, but just using up the dregs. A little bit of pork shoulder tonight. Pork shoulder, some more spuds. Never got enough room. Chicken wraps, maybe. It's fucking stunning up here. I know I say it a lot, but well worth the 6 years wait to get on here. Like last night, for example, after I was woke up after that fish, it was so quiet. You could literally hear a fucking pin drop. Beautiful place. So yeah, let's hope we can winkle a fish out either this evening, preferably not during the night, or early doors would be nice. We'll see, eh? So far so good. Well, here we go then, coming into the second evening. Already fully mozzied. Yeah, fucking mozzies arrived tonight. So yeah, I've ducked in there a little bit quicker and earlier than I normally would. But yeah, as soon as you get in the shade, they're out. But anyway, yeah, rods are still out from this afternoon really. I've already done all three. Pardon me, they've all had a bit of bait. I've had my barbecue, some chicken wraps. Yeah, that's it really. Been on the lager this week, but I'm normally a cider drinker. But yeah, I only had a few cans, so I got a fucking headache, and I haven't been sat in the sun, so I think I have to skip that and go back to the old Thatcher's Gold. Seem to be able to do plenty of that with no headache, so yeah, fuck it. Back to the old Thatcher's Gold next session, but it looks like I'm going to be off tomorrow. So I was hoping I could do 3, but some work's come up for Saturday afternoon. I need to get back tomorrow, really, get everything unloaded, just so I'm ready for rock and roll, really. But yeah, I'm still happy though. 3 fish. Hopefully we can add to it tonight or tomorrow morning. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not going to ramble too much, but hopefully you'll see me in the not too distant future looking over a fish. Be nice, wouldn't it? Just not 1 o'clock in the morning though. You know, either in a minute or early doors tomorrow morning. It'd be nice. We'll see, eh? Catch you in a bit. Fleebalob, leebalob. Right, so it's just coming up to 20 to 7 in the morning, and what a damp old night. Yeah, pretty much a whiteout to be honest. But yeah, woke up. Well, something woke me up about 4:15. I'm just one of them people. Once I've been woke up, that's it. Most of the time, I try to get back to sleep. But yeah, you know what it's like. Birds, geese, swans, fucking ducks, but no fish. Yeah, weird. This place is weird. It does. Yeah, it does. There's no rhyme or reason. It really isn't. Yeah, I mean, I can't complain. I've had 3 fish, but you just seem to get those little windows of opportunity in the swim. Yeah, and then they're gone, basically. I ain't doing nothing different. Obviously the spots are the same. I mean, if I'm honest, when I come in here, yeah, it wasn't because I'd actually seen anything. It's just, you know, obviously going off last week's results and previous results to that, you know. Yeah, I tend to angle like that really. I just, you know, the creatures of habit. So I'm doing like 48 hours or 72 hours. I'd like to think in that period of time they'd come over me. I mean, obviously they have this week, but yeah, just you get those windows either the day you get here or the second day. That's what it seems like anyway. But yeah, it's not easy to keep them with you, if you know what I mean. But they got a choice, haven't they? They got fins. They can come and go as they please, basically. Oh dear, you tell I'm talking shit and I had a coffee yet. Oh dear. Yes, so I'm going to be off today. I did sort of plan on doing 3 really, but a bit of work's come in, so I'm going to go and attend to that. Albeit it's not till tomorrow, but it's too much of a rush around tomorrow to pack up here and drive home, unload, etc. So I'm just like, do you know what? I'll take the 3. There'll be a week off then, and the old weed cutting. I may come up next week. It just depends how everything pans out, really. Yeah, because I've got gigs and that coming up now, as I said before. In fact, I've got a double next week, Friday and Saturday night. So yeah, we'll see how it pans out. If I can string 2 together, and I can get a report back from here, from anybody, what it's like, etc. Then I will. But trouble is, like I said, everybody will migrate from here to Unity, and Yeomans, and then likewise when they're shut, you know. So it could well be a busy sort of few weeks really on here, but then it might not. So yeah, luck of the draw on it. But anyway, yeah, obviously there's still chance for bite this morning, but it's been total contrast. I mean, last week when I was in there, within, I think I didn't go any longer than an hour after I'd spotted bait out, they were on me, 100% they were on me. Liners all 3 rods, as you probably remember. But yeah, total different to that this week. Yeah, the liners are way less than they were. I didn't have a single bleep on any of the rods through the night. I did have a bit of an occurrence. That must have been about 5 o'clock, half 5, but I was already awake just to put up back down again. But yeah, other than that, fuck all. So yeah, the plan is to get stowed away before it gets too hot. It's supposed to be a bit of a scorcher, isn't it, this weekend? Yeah, one of them heat wave thingy majiggies again. But yeah, it's alright on the bank when it's like that if you ain't got to pack up in it or set up in it. But yeah, you can't have it all, can you, at the end of the day? But it does look nice this morning, as I said, even though it's oh, excuse me, even though it's all white out, it's nice, you know. Kind of reminds me of early autumn sort of mornings, you know, when you can't see fuck all, but you can sort of see enough, you know what I mean. But anyway, that is it for this week. Yeah, unless anything happens between now and sort of 9 o'clock-ish, that will be a lot. And I'll be back hopefully in a week's time. If not, it'll be a fortnight. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.